You have data engineering professionals, you have data analytics professionals, and then you have all the data science profiles. But that's not where it all ends, my friends. We do have another piece of data roles, which is an augmented one, and it is tricky, but extremely useful for any company or any business to move forward in truly becoming data driven. So what that is? Any guesses? Let me bring that for you. My friends, it is called the data literate professionals, right? And the only skill that they're required to have is called data literacy. This is new because we have never been taught about it. Just like financial literacy, we are not taught about data literacy in the schools and colleges in our curriculums. And I do work and I have worked in the past with many data professionals, traditional data professionals. And I'm totally saddened to say this, that there are a lot of data professionals who are working in the traditional side of the data spectrum or data spectrum who lack data literacy. It's highly, highly, highly unfortunate, but that's the reality, my friends. Right? I do not blame them because that's how the practices have been, but it's high time that we step up our data literacy game. So who are data literate? Data literate is an augmented professional or data role that anybody, literally any student or working professional can become. And here I have listed down the examples, and you can see this varies down from the professionals at an intern level, at an associate level, at a representative level, and it varies till all the way till the topmost level of an organization. President, the directors, the CEO, and then there are other professionals as well, which also falls under this bucket. So it can basically mean anyone, any living professional, any individual, right, who has the basic educational literacy. He or she is very much entitled, very, very much entitled to become data literate. So what does this data literacy even mean? It means having the ability to understand the context or the business context of data, to be able to interpret the results of analytics, or basically all the insights that are drawn out of analytics. It's the ability to understand and comprehend those insights and then know how to take decisions on the basis of that. A data literate person will know the basic amount of data analytics techniques, but it's not mandatory for them, to be honest. But as long as you can take the insights which are given to you by the data analysts or by the data scientists, as long as you're able to put them into business context and then able to pay forward in your way of making a decision, you are data literate. You should be somebody who is able to lead your decisions with data. You should be somebody who is able to influence the decision-making process of a larger community. It can be your team, your department, or your division, backed by data. And also, you should be somebody who is able to confidently talk about data, confidently present the findings that has come out of data, right? So that is basically the skill and the ability of data literacy. And today, publications and research houses like Gartner, Harvard Business Review, Forrester, they are highlighting that data literacy is the single most raging problem or data problem that industries are facing. Companies have got solid data team structure today. They have data engineers, they have data analysts, they have data scientists, and they are able to take our insights from data and pass it on to business. But unfortunately, we lack such people within the business domains, within sales domain, marketing domain, customer service domain, who are able to take those insights and then put that into their day-to-day activities, put that into their strategic plan of action, put that into their business improvement models or initiatives. That's where companies are failing. Despite having all the data in the world, despite having the best in class data traditional resources, companies are still not able to extract as much value as ideally they should be. Okay. And this is something I emphasize time and again. This is something I take as a mission. I want to provide data literacy to literally every individual, and I want to empower every individual out there with the skill and the power of data literacy. It's not limited to the executives of a company. It is also not limited to the managerial level employees of a company. It must be made mandatory for every single employee of an organization, right? You can be working as a customer service representative. You can be a sales representative. You can be a marketing executive. You can be a copywriter. You can be a content creator. It does not matter who you are. You should have the data literacy sense in order to improve your day-to-day activities, in order to have a solid plan of action for you to achieve something that you plan to do. And all that can happen when you have the skills of data literacy. I personally have benefited largely from it. That's a story for another day, that how I have used the skill of data literacy to get myself a promotion way before the actual time of promotion, despite having a lot of senior members in the team, right? So that's the power of data literacy if used properly. And I keep talking about how you can get started on your journey of becoming a data literate on my LinkedIn in a very short and crisp format. I create short videos. So I highly encourage you to follow me on LinkedIn so that you can, start consuming those kind of tips, best practices, and frameworks on how you can get started on your journey of data literacy. So I hope that was helpful. I have demystified all the mysteries of data roles, both the traditional one and the augmented data role, which no one is going to tell you about. It's a secret, but it is going to be your superpower. So I hope that was helpful. Do let me know in the comments if you have any, and I will see you in the next lecture.